Hey everybody. So I'm about to get on a plane and fly back to Los Angeles. I have a lot of things I want to tell you about this trip. Talked to a lot of lawmakers. And the overall takeaway, they're really worried. They are really worried that Republicans are willing to throw a whole bunch of Americans under the bus right now because they're afraid of Donald Trump, because they are simply not willing to care for working people, that they really are willing to make people pay these healthcare premiums, and they really are willing to use nutritional assistance for children as basically a political bargaining chip, as a way to force Democrats to reopen the government and therefore not give people the help with their healthcare that they're holding out for. It's a really fucked up situation, and the level of alarm is high. What I was thinking about, I wanted to say this before I get on the plane, is that we're all hearing stories now of how badly people need SNAP and how terrified Americans are, rightly, to lose these SNAP benefits. And that, even before Republicans threatened SNAP payments in November, we have to remember that they passed a bill this summer that cuts $187 billion from SNAP. $187 billion. They have already voted to take SNAP away from something like, 4 million Americans, many of whom, a million or so, are children. That's already happened. This is just an additional insult and injury on top of the fact that they have already voted to take away nutritional assistance from that many people. Who does this? Who votes to take food away from children? And lies and says that it's because they're trying to prevent waste, fraud, and abuse, while meanwhile sending something like, $130 billion to the military, which is rife with waste, fraud, and abuse. We need an entirely new government, you guys. We need an entirely new government and an entirely new system. There are some great Democratic lawmakers, don't get me wrong, but they've got very limited power right now with this administration in charge of every branch of the government. And man, these people do not give a rat's ass about Americans, and I mean Republicans. Not a rat's ass. Until enough Americans wake up and realize that, it's gonna get really fucking painful. We need everybody to get engaged. We need to get these people out of office. They just don't care. Okay, but I care. I love you.